Hello, everybody. It's my son's birthday today. I figured I should just get that out in the open. I've never played this game before, by the way. I just posted yesterday my review of the 360 version of this game. So I figured we're gonna play the the DS version as well. Obviously, I am playing it on my phone though. And apparently, this version is very different from the console version. So I'm curious to see what the differences will be and things like that, you know. Yeah. But I figured I would address the elephant in the room right away. It's my son's birthday, and I'm recording this. So if I seem sad or quiet or I rant about like random shit, that's why. His birthday party is going on right now, and I am. The chapter name is already different. It's called the $1 Billion Riddle instead of. So this game's already different. It's not called Riddler's Revenge. It's called the $1 Billion Riddle. And level 1, instead of being called You Can Bank on Batman, it's called Gotham Streets. Interesting. I have never played the DS version. I never had it as a kid. I only ever had Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. Careful, Oreo. Oh, man. Do you need help, baby? You need help.
Spider-Man's Dragon's Challenge is the worst Spider-Man movie of all time. It is so boring. The best Spider-Man stories are the ones that lead into the conflict between Spider-Man's life and Peter Parker's life. In the Dragon's Challenge, there are no Peter Parker problems. There is one Spider-Man problem. It is keeping with Jonah Jameson's friend, a politician from Hong Kong, alive. The guy does something. The villain who's trying to assassinate him is not Spider-Man. It's lost her unique villain. That would be interesting. Instead, it's
Try and hop down.
at least his
We can help
motivation
you.
for being bad is far, far
So I can help you.
better.
Anyway.
He clearly wanted to make a Spider-Man movie. However, the last third of the movie is just a traveling film. Peter Parker
You okay?
walk around and
Yeah, so it's my kid's birthday. I unfortunately can't be there due to things that are out of my control. So I am very depressed today. I took my antidepressant meds, my antidepressants, but I'm still not in the greatest headspace. So I'm persevering through it for you guys. But we'll see. The first level right away is already different. The design of the Riddler's henchman is very different. But yes, I'm really persevering through a lot of stuff. And you know me, I'm always honest with you guys, so there's just certain things I can't currently talk about. One day I'll tell the whole truth both to you guys and to my son. But I'm just really desperately trying to distract myself so that I don't think too much about it. But I did buy him a gift, and his grandfather's giving that to him. So but yeah. It's been a while since I did my Lego Batman 2 playthrough. So I'm having to get used to the touch screen again. But I gotta get used to playing touchscreen games again anyway, because I'm planning to play like a bunch of them. I want to play this. I want to play Spider-Man Web of Shadows. I want to play The Incredible Hulk. I want to play Green Lantern Rise of the Manhunters, and I want to play Contest of Champions. So I've got a good, decent amount of games on my phone that I want to play through. I've got I've got a wisdom tooth coming in too, so I'm in a lot of pain right now. Okay, so Robin's so short in this version that he can use these short people panels. I didn't know what else to call them. That was a really bad name for that. And there's the glider suit. Okay. So, Batman, come on up. Oh, the glider suit looks completely different.
I'm sure that if you peeled back his costume, you'll feel that Steve Rogers
Yeah, overall, life's been very chaotic. This feels like the first time I've played a game with commentary, because I've been doing those no commentary Squadro streams, and then I didn't really get too into my what was going on with me personally in the scripted Xbox 360 game review. So this is the first walkthrough, and then the Minecraft stuff I'm working on is all based on it's all in character. It's a roleplay series. So this is the first time I've just been chilling and hanging out with you guys and playing a game in a while. I recorded a couple videos on Lego Marvel Super Heroes 2 as well. But I don't like that game very much. So it's more of just a boredom killer for me. Like if I'm out of ideas for what to do for content that day, I'll record. So I've only recorded twice. Now, especially now that I've got once I'm done this, I'm gonna play Arkham Asylum. Okay, so the bomb suit has red arms in this version, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. And it's red instead of silver this time? Okay, build it machine. That is a completely new concept.
The expression on his face changes once in the entire movie. Despite the Punisher always being half asleep, they still try to make him a cool action hero with one-liners that are always more silly than badass. Is there something to say?
Pick up loop. Nope, that's not it. Hold on. Okay, where's my... Where am I supposed to put that? Oh, over here? I don't understand. Okay, that opens that. And that just gives me another one. What did I just knock over? Oh, man. This is the day where everything is being frustrating today. Only Robin can use tight ropes in this version. Okay. But, okay, Robin can use tight ropes, but only Batman can use grappling hooks. Okay.
Nick Fury, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., introduces us to rich and complex characters including Legend of Scientific Science really promises to be quite a thrill. The hot badass girl.
Head nurse to surgeon. Operation over. Patient sedated.
And of course, the man, the veteran, Nick Fury, played by Nate Hasselhoff, and Emily Spence. He's pulled up retirement for one last job, President of the United States. So these are the scoundrel recipes are. This movie is what you've seen before with the plane to an unbearable degree.
There's nothing we can do.
I loved Nick Fury. I'm sorry, I'm watching a video about... I loved Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. with David Hasselhoff purely because it's so cliche that it becomes... it's so cheesy and cliche that it becomes funny. I choose to believe it's MCU canon. I want to believe that the Hoff's version of Nick Fury is the father of Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury. The way that it is in the comics. I made these sick ass homemade hamburgers last night, and I actually. So funny enough, I had a bit for my. If you haven't seen my Xbox 360 Lego Batman the video game review, I highly encourage you go check it out. Okay, can we just build this, please? I do highly suggest you go check it out. I put a lot more work and effort into that than I did into making this video. But anyway. Okay, we need the magnetic suit for that. I'm gonna assume that this suit changer is gonna be. Yeah. Oh, okay. The magnetic suit looks the same, so that's good. But also, hold on. This is still level 1. And we've got the magnetic Robin suit and the glider suit, both of which we actually only found in level 2 in the 360 version. But yeah, no, in that review, there's a joke at one point where I'm talking about one of the moments in one of the villain levels, and I say that something looks like ground beef, and then I was like, I'm not gonna buy. I'm like, I kind of want to do a bit where I just show ground beef, and then I was like, well, I could do that, but then I'd have to pay money to have ground beef. And then I was like, you know what? I'm craving homemade burgers. I'll just make homemade burgers and do the bit anyway. So I did that. And that became, but, yeah. Yeah, I never understood them changing him to David Banner in the 70s show, saying the name. I've met a gay David. I've never met a gay Bruce in real life. I guess other than Bruce Jenner, but that's a trans woman. That's a different thing. But, yeah.
Becomes a superhero because I don't actually know why. Because why not become a superhero? Peter Parker is played by Nicholas Hoult. His performance is the sky.
Okay, is this gonna be the boss fight? Yep. And it's just a fist fight, isn't it? There's not going to be any puzzle solving for this one. No, there is? Okay. Oh no, it's just going to be fighting goons and then fighting. I have fat fingers, so hitting the Y button over and over is a bit of an annoyance for me, but whatever. See, I hit Y and it keeps hitting X. But it doesn't really matter. Come on, get him. Yeah, this is definitely not as good as the console level. But this game is its own beast. And I think that
brainwashes respectable people into doing his bidding.
I think the fact that it,
Some junky hoods. Junky hoods? You know, there isn't a very good Spider-Man movie, but it is a fascinating documentary.
I think it's very interesting. Oh, so that's water instead of. So we're just gonna melt it. Yeah, it is. I kind of. I mean, it's okay.
There's probably a producer that was like, this is gay.
It's a decent level. Not much different than. Like, it is different. Don't get me wrong, but it follows this relatively the same story beats. Oh, Blade is pretty peak.
It's about an emotionless tough guy who was killed bad guys.
Actually, the first Blade was okay. I think I liked it though.
Just explicit gore and sexual overtones, exploding heads, melting vampires, and all.
But
Made the ultimate horror game.
let's see what the different. I definitely think the console version is the more iconic version, but I think this one felt a little bit bigger, which is kind of neat. This one looks pretty much the same as the console version, actually, with just that little side area being its own thing. Oh, but instead of having to build that machine that we built to destroy the cage, we just blow it up. I actually think I prefer that. I think I prefer this version of level 2 so far. And then we got the magnet suit again. I think it's actually neat that level 1 in this already introduced us to the magnet suit. I actually think that that's really cool. Like I said, I never had this on DS as a kid. This is my first time experiencing all this. My brother had this on DS, on his DS. Basically, I had a 3DS. I don't really remember what happened. I recognize that song. Why do I recognize it? But, I remember really liking... What was I saying? So I had a 3DS, just a regular 3DS. I got it for Christmas one year from my step grandma on my stepdad's mom. And I remember the first game I got for it was Super Mario 3D Land. And I still love that Mario game, actually. It's still one of my top 10 Mario games. And then I remember years later, okay, I got a PS Vita for my 10th birthday. No. So I had the 3DS. Something happened to the 3DS. I don't really remember what, but it got all corrupted and fucked up, and it wouldn't work anymore. So I remember. Oh, okay. So what I did was I ended up getting for Christmas, whatever year it was, the 3DS XL that came with Super Mario Dream Team or whatever it's. Yeah, Dream Team. Super Mario and Luigi Dream Team. That's the one. And it was the golden one, the silver 3DS XL with the golden Mario and Luigi on it. And I played the shit out of that one.
His virtuous personality was substituted for a cool joke.
I got a PS Vita for my 10th birthday because I really wanted Minecraft on my DS, and at the time this was before the new 3DS or whatever it was that came out that had Minecraft on it. And I'm kind of glad I played it on the Vita instead of waiting and then getting it on the 3DS or whatever, because the 3DS version of Minecraft looks like shit, whereas the Vita version was just the console version, so it worked perfectly for me. So when I got my PS Vita, I gave my brother my 3DS XL so that we both had something to do on car rides, because I was just a cool older brother like that. because he was telling me, like, he was probably like 5 years old, but he's like, you have games on car rides and I don't. And I was like, you know what, that's fair. Here, have my 3DS and all my games. And he was like, okay. So he would play, and then he started to buy his own DS games for the 3DS. So I know that this game ended up being one of the ones he bought for himself, but I never ended up playing it. He told me he liked it, though, that he thought this game was fun. The only Lego game I ever owned that I played on 3DS was Complete Saga, which I actually did 100% on 3DS as a kid. Funny enough, I didn't buy it, I didn't pay for it, and I didn't pirate it. My mom bought a new couch, and she was cleaning out, and she was like vacuuming and cleaning it, and she found the cartridge for Complete Saga in the couch cushions. And so I was like, no way. So I was like, I'm like, that's pretty cool. Like, that my mom found that, and I played the shit out of it, and I 100%ed it. Very good memories. Is that what do I need to put it down here? I guess. I'm not entirely sure. Is this the machine? No, that's that. Okay. Yeah, I don't rewatch all of this. What is this suit? Oh, this is like a cold resist suit. So this is an exclusive suit to this game, then. Okay, I already definitely like this version of this level more than the console version. So far, I mean, I have way more nostalgia for the console version. So it's my nostalgia talking on the Clayface one. I think that this version of the game might actually end up being better. Like, using... My childhood self is saying, no, the Xbox 360 version is peak and you'll never beat it. My critical self is thinking, this is actually really cool on the DS. And it makes sense you would need a freeze suit to go into cold areas. It's basically the same gimmick as the heat suit from the 360 version, which I criticized in my review for being kind of useless. And I agree, it is useless. But if like let's say there had been a level against Firefly, I would understand wanting that suit. There wasn't. An anti-freeze suit for a level about Mr. Freeze, that makes sense. So I actually don't have a criticism. That's where it comes in for me. So far, I'm thinking this has equally as many pros. I don't notice any of the cons of the console version so far. Actually, hold on. So going through Clayface's level, they still don't... I think the boss fight is basically the same, but I still think this game underutilizes Clayface. So that's a complaint I have with both versions. So far, these versions are very equal, though. And I think this one might be better purely because it has more stuff. Like, these build-it machines are really interesting. The anti-freeze suit is really interesting. So far, like, it might just be me. It's not nostalgic because I've never played this version, but my brother might have been onto something when he said he liked this version more than the console. We'll see. I'll probably get frustrated throughout this game and say, fuck this, the console version's better. It all depends. So far, though, the first 2 levels of this version are actually better, in my opinion, than the first 2 levels of the console version. Oh, we're back to the demolition suit. It's interesting that the second... Okay, Christopher Lee as the villain was really cool for Captain America Death Too Soon. And I think the fact that they included Steve being an artist in Death Too Soon more than they did in the MCU, which is really cool. Okay, hold on.
After paragliding on the American flag for 15 minutes, Captain America gives Miguel a taste of his own medicine.
Hold on. So we need Robin here. Come here, Robin. There's something you need to do over here, I think. Put you through the hatch here.
I think every live-action Spider-Man reboot has its own element that is the strongest. The great movies have the best writing, the amazing movies have got the best suit actually, the MCU movies have the best casting and characterization, and the 70s movies have the best. Spider-Man's trilogy, the best of the 70s trilogy exists in the and this one, Spider-Man goes to Hollywood.
Hold on. Where the heck are we going? What's going on here, guys? There was another tightrope, right? Am I just losing my marbles right now? Hold on. Don't tell me I got stuck on the second level. I'll feel really dumb if I get genuinely stumped on the second level of the game.
Now you're probably thinking, they built a ball, an atomic ball, though? Right, well,
As far as we know, since 1945, everybody was attempted to explode an atomic bomb. Has succeeded on the first try.
Okay, so we need to get to that ladder. I'm so confused.
as you can see, the girl will always be different. There isn't a single sequel here where the love interest is the same person. The villain is once again an old guy who wants to set up.
How am I supposed to get back up there? I can't even look this one up as like a walkthrough because I'm on my phone. Usually I use my phone to look up the walkthrough. Oh. That was just for a mini kit. We don't need to go up there. That was very silly of me. I was like, no, we're stuck. We're not stuck. But I think we do need the anti-freeze back, so I'm gonna go and grab that. Oh, yeah, this is where I was. I'm so dumb. I might just be an idiot again. Alright, Robin, let's go.
I love how he calls Hulk the troll.
When the troll's upon you, you're a mighty fighter. You're not bad yourself. I know.
No, oh my god. Come on, Robin.
It's usually not a good idea to adapt a comic book into a Kirby culture thing, especially the early Stan Lee Jack Kirby comics, since the dialogue is really funny. The situations are often contrived and the questions are silly looking in real life. But after seeing so many movies that just ignore the comic book source material in favor of boring villains and repetitive plots, the Fantastic Four is the cure. It is basically a one-to-one comic adaptation on a low budget.
We're trying really as hard as possible to be faithful, facing the Jack Kirby era.
It's currently how finishing is the plan.
Expect trouble.
Doctor Doom is
Going on. New York City.
laughing in his throne on the castle. Tell me but there are a few movies where the becomes exhausting, especially with this little man who kidnaps a woman and calls her queen.
don't care about Uber Eats. That's such a. I don't care about an Uber Eats notification, my dude. I'm trying to play Lego Batman. Can you Uber Eats me a beer? I'm just kidding. I don't drink anymore, guys. I haven't drank in a long time. But I thought about it today. I was like, and then I was like, you know what? I don't want to break my streak. I've done so well for myself. What did I open? Sorry, I was checking if my Wi-Fi went out because my TV's acting up. That was very weird. I saw the new Spider-Man movie recently. I don't want to go into spoilers here because I feel like it's too soon. I'll go into spoilers another time, but I don't want to go into spoilers today. We need to blow that up? Is that the idea here? I don't even think we can get the suit back. Oh, there it is. There we go. There we go. Oh, there's the Riddler. Oh, what is this? Push the block? Push the block? No, it's not. Oh, thank God. I thought they were going to do some block pushing up in this game. I was like, whoa. Really mini kit. There's only 5 mini kits per level in this game. There's 10 in the console version. But I actually think that less mini kits is better because the 100% completion reward on the other one was shit. Like the words. It feels like the 100% completion reward for the console version was kind of garbage, and I talk about that in my review. So.
Music video. He comes with a bizarrely over-designed skateboard with a rocket motor or whatever. I think just a normal skateboard would have been cool too. Also, I love that his name is just Skateboard Spider-Man. Not skateboarding or skateboarder, just skateboard. Bro is literally giving skateboard. There's also an inline skate Spider-Man. He honestly has one of the cooler looking costumes from the line. It looks more like the spider armor with that silver, just complemented mostly by the blue and orange. Bizarre because it comes with skates as if that's a good movement option for him.
Oh no, they're gonna make me do a touch mini game every time he freezes me.
Just Spider-Man is kind of raw, I can't lie. I like the simple look of it.
If that's what they're gonna do, if every time I get frozen I have to get myself out with the touchpad, then this immediately goes under the console version for me.
That is actually badass. I have no earthly idea of what this metal mask has to do with being a ninja, though. You can also headcanon that this is an alternate universe Spider-Man, instead of imagining Peter Parker's white ass dressing up like a ninja. Now that I think about it, you could probably pretend these are all from different universes. It would be cool if the Avengers showed up in Spider-Verse 2. You would have to move like an actual action figure, like a Spider-Man style. In addition to the Extreme Sports Spider-Man, we also have the regular sports versions. Basketball Spider-Man, which I guess kind of makes sense. I've watched plenty of media where Peter Parker plays basketball. Though again, he never wore his full Spider-Man costume. The logo on the chest kind of reminds me of Spider-Man, so that's cool. Baseball Spider-Man is utterly ridiculous. Bro is not going to the major league. And again, the concept of wearing a hat on
I miss this era of toys that Jake is talking about in this video here. I love just the dumbass like 90s toys. Like, what do you mean I can get Spider-Man that plays soccer? That's crazy to me. Like, that's so silly. I bought my son a little one of those like speak things, right? So you press a button and it's like, the cow says moo. He's only a year old, so I figured he's learning to talk soon. It would be a good idea to nurture his speaking and his literacy as much as possible. I figured that's probably the best way to go for something like that, because I myself am very literate, and I really love, writing and reading, and I really want to get my son into the same thing, right? My IQ is very high. I was supposed to go to university, but I chose not to. But like, I was accepted into Toronto Film School, and like, I think that my son can do really well for himself if we nurture that part of him and we really help him with his education. But hello, Oreo. Hi, sweet girl. I just want to pet you. You don't gotta give me all the kisses. Oh, jeez. Eating my hand, girl? Why are you eating my hand? Why are you eating my hands? Why are you eating me? Why are you eating me, huh? Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. You're so cute. You gotta destroy these 5 things? I don't like this. Actually, wait. Low-key, I might like this more than the console one. I don't know. The 2 screens is very confusing for my eyes. But the console version, at least this one's like linear, you know what I mean? The console version, it was like a maze, and I didn't really like it. So far, I think this might actually be the superior version. I stopped getting hit by trains. I don't know. I kind of like the open. I kind of like the third level of the. I don't like either of them. They're both bad, but different reasons. These are equally shit, in my opinion. Oh, that's why it was going so fast. You know what? No, keep it like this. I think I prefer going double speed. Oh, there we go. Level's done. Okay, yeah, this was better than the console one. So far, this Riddler's Revenge chapter is better than the console version, which is funny because I said it was my favorite chapter of the game, the console. So I have a feeling that I might actually end up enjoying the DS version. My brother was right, dude. Evan was so right. This DS version is just as good as the console version. It's like a different game. It doesn't feel like I'm playing the same game. It feels like I'm playing a completely different game.
Transformation sequence looks something like this. Pure body. I love that he doesn't seem to be fully transformed. His human eyes, lower jaw.
We're gonna do the Riddler's chapter in this one long video. We'll do like a chapter per video. So the next video I do will be the entire Penguin Hero chapter, and then the entire Joker Hero chapter, and then all three of the villain chapters. That's what I'm gonna do. So that should be like 6 episodes. So roughly the same amount as the
We have a lizard figure where he's strapped into a contraption. It looks hilarious. Why does the lizard need a steamroller and a drill? That Commando Spider-Man unironically looks cool as hell to me. He reminds me of that evil Spider-Man from the Madam Web movie. It looks like he has barbed wire in the place of webs, and there's just no glue on his costume. It's kind of badass. There were some Spider-Man mech suits from the Armor Force subline. My favorite is the Sea Power suit, mostly because of this particular arrow-ass Spider-Man. It just looks really refreshing. Weirdest of these toys come from the Arachnophobia subline, which has some of the most bizarre characters created for a toy line. First of all, we have Vampire, who is Venom after contracting the vampire curse for Morbius. Meta Devilish, though a closer look at his sculpt makes it look like he's missing his flesh.
Okay. Sorry about that. Poison Ivy's vine is immune to physical attacks. Try to find another way to defeat it. Weed killer. Or a bomb. I just realized I have bombs. What's up, Trumpet? No, the bomb does not work. The biosuit protects Robin from jets of deadly green toxic. This is another costume that's exclusive to this version of the game. So far, I genuinely think the DS version might actually be better than the console version. I definitely think that like so far, we were on level 4 of the game, and all 4 levels I've played, I've actually enjoyed more than the console version. And the console version is in my top 10 favorite games of all time. So the fact that this might go in it, and wow, you know what I mean? Like I'm really impressed with this. You know, I was having a shit day, and I was kind of like, oh great, I'm gonna record myself playing a mobile game. It's probably gonna be like really boring. And, no, I'm actually having fun with this. I'm actually sad that soon I'm gonna have to stop recording this. I'm gonna go record another video, a part for another video that's gonna be like a more scripted, highly edited video. And then I'm gonna record I have a lot of like different things I want to work on, so I'm doing this, and then I've got a video that I'm working on that my fans on Discord actually requested, where I try every flavor of KD. And so tonight I'm gonna make 3 cheese KD for that, and then what else? Words. I'm gonna make the 3 cheese craft dinner. It's funny because I've got the boxed version. I have so much stuff to record today. Like, it's actually kind of insane. I have a pot, I have a strainer, I have a bowl. Yeah, I have everything I need for craft dinner. I bought new dishes recently, so I'm not... I was like, did I buy everything that I need for craft dinner? But I did. Okay, what did we do? We activated... Oh, I think we killed the plant. That's what we did. Yeah, we did. There we go. Perfect. See, I think if I was playing this on an actual BS, I would be even more enjoying myself. Which is crazy because I'm already really enjoying this game. These toys from Toy Biz are so cool. Like, imagine as a kid getting to, like, the amount of creative stories you could make with them. Because as a kid, I was always making up stories with figures. So to see that there's, like, so many different possibilities with these toys from the 90s is one of my favorite, like, things. And it makes me sad that I grew up in the 2010s and the 2000s specifically. Like, I was born in 2005, right? So for me, like, the mid to late 2000s was my childhood, and 2010s. By 2010, I was 5 years old, right? So some of my earliest memories are like 2008, 2009. Hence why Lego Batman was one of the first video games I ever played, was because it was one of the first, like, new purchases for games that I ever owned. This was the 360 version. I had that Venom toy. Me and my brother. Yo, because he bought that at a Goodwill, and then I gave him a new Venom figure that was still in the box to trade for that one. That's so funny. Because green's a sick color. That's why they were making Venom green. Fuck yeah. Black and green, that's the best color combination. Don't even at me, bro. Why are there so many Roku remotes out here? Why do we have so many of them? I don't know. Oh, okay, we're draining it. I was like, are we just gonna fill it with more water? No, we're draining it. Duh. I'll take all these blue studs. I don't know what I'm going to use them on, since I don't really intend to 100% this game. I'm just going to play through the story mode. I didn't even 100% the console version for my review because I've already played, like, I've already 100%ed it before, and I already remember that I don't like the reward, so why do it again? You know what I mean? Okay, let's build this weed killer. I was right though when I said it was weed killer. That's really funny.
among many others. See? I told you. Now capture him. As well as the iconic that was still associated with Spider-Man today. This was followed by Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends in the 80s, which featured the webhead animated
You forgot the 1981 Spider-Man cartoon.
the classic Spider-Man stories from modern day. Pretty much every character in Spider-Man. This was also the first cartoon in a big toy line. Plenty of Spider-Man toys, villains, and playlists. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing this here. The aforementioned Spider-Man the Animated Series, appeared in TV show called Spider-Man the New Animated Series. And finally, the Spectacular Spider-Man.
Peak. Fuck yeah. I know, right? Nah, the wall. That's the real goat. Shocker! I'll chase you to the ends of the earth. I love Christopher Daniel Barnes. I wish they'd bring this animated series back, like the way they did for fucking X-Men '97. If I had to pick between bringing back the '90s Spider-Man or bringing back Spectacular, I would choose Spectacular. But the '90s one would be cool too, and I think the '90s one is a more realistic expectation. They kind of did bring the '90s one back with a new comic series, but the art was garbage, and I didn't even read it. I was like, no, I was like, the art looks so shit that I don't even want to read it. So I didn't bother. Give me a proper animated follow-up, or stop playing with me. Like, that's the two options. Fuck off. You know what I mean? Oh, we can't get that one yet because we got it. I see, I see. Yeah. The fact that they did a Carnage figure in phase 1 of these figures is insane. Because Carnage didn't show up till what, like season 5. I didn't like the 90s Vulture. The 90s Vulture is probably my least favorite version of the villain from the 90s show. Even Spectacular I don't think did perfect with Vulture. Kingpin was great though. That's my favorite version of Kingpin besides the Netflix show. Scorpion's peak too. 90s got the best Scorpion in my opinion. Time to go stop the Riddler, guys. I've seen that one at the Goodwill. That's the Secret Wars. I thought it was supposed to be the Secret Wars one. I used to have a Superhero Squad Spider Armor figure that I used to use as the Shocker, since I already had other Spider-Man figures, but no Shocker figure. And I love the Shocker. Even though he's a jobber, I love him as an early career Spider-Man villain. Like, I don't think he's any, like, he's no issue for, like, a later career Peter, but for him to be, like, you know what I mean? For, like, Peter's, like, one of Peter's first villains, you know? Same with Vulture. Anyway, yeah, I'm not going to get into detail about the new Spider-Man movie, but I'm thoroughly disappointed with it. I'm going to be so honest. Which sucks, because I really wanted it to be, like, super hyped and love it, the way I did with No Way Home, where it was, like, my new favorite movie of all time. I was like, it's on the lesser end. I actually, like, walked out of that theater like, what the fuck? What did I just spend my money on? Like, I was disappointed. I'm sitting here going, this must be what it felt like to watch Spider-Man 3 as an adult in 2007, because, like, I'm disappointed by this. I don't hate it. I would rewatch it. I wouldn't really complain about rewatching it again. You know, if I do an MCU rewatch again at some point, if Doomsday turns out to not be fucking horrible. I want to go see Doomsday in theaters, mostly just for Alan Cumming Nightcrawler, because I'm compromising all my morals for that. I said, oh, if they ever bring RDJ and Chris Evans back, I'm done with the MCU. And then they did. But they also brought Alan Cumming back as Nightcrawler, so now I want to go see it anyway. But I have a strange feeling that they're going to kill all the X-Men in the first 5 minutes, and that we're being... or that they'll die by the end of Doomsday. Okay, I'm getting very annoyed. What is going on here? I can't look over there. I can't get over there. What am I supposed to do? And I can't... Okay, I can break that rock, but it has nothing to do with what I'm trying to do. Oh, Batman can only... What the fuck are y'all doing? Okay. Why won't you just jump? I'm pressing jump. Look, it's a jump. See? Like, there's times where I'm like, what is going on here? This is not as good as this mission's buggering it all up for me. Because this is the final mission of the Riddler chapter, and I definitely prefer the console version to this one. So far, this is the first level where I'm like, this one's not as good as the console version. Every other level in the game so far, I've been like, this is about equal or better than the first mission I'd say is equal. No, I'd say the first four missions were better. It's literally only this one that I'm so far where I'm like, okay, I'm not having fun with this one at all. Okay, and then we need Robin back up here. Is that... Well, now I have to jump down here and die and lose all my studs again anyway. Because I need to... There we go. Give me Robin. What the fuck? god. This mission is actually starting to really frustrate me. I don't like this mission. I definitely prefer the console version for this. I literally said at the start of this video, there's going to be a level here where I'm like, I really wish I was playing the console version. This level sucks. And here it is. The rest of this game so far has been really great, but this level is just giving me the, like, it's just making me mad. Okay. Yeah, that should not have taken as much effort as it did, and I'm very frustrated that it took so much effort. All that for a mini kit? You're kidding, right? That's all that was? Okay. What the fuck? I don't know what I'm supposed to do, and I'm like 10 seconds from quitting the game. And it won't even let me switch to Robin. What the fuck? This is fucking stupid. Jump! What are you doing? Hold on. There's something up there to get, but I don't know how to get it. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do here. What am I supposed to do here? That's just a mini kit over there again. I don't understand. Like, am I gonna have to look up a walkthrough on my fucking TV? Because the fucking version on this phone is so stupid. Like, I'm pressing B! I'm literally having to take deep breaths to stop myself from throwing my phone across the room from how frustrating this is. Oh my god. When I press B, you jump. That is it. That is as simple as it should be. Okay, so we need to get up there. How do we do that? I'm literally pressing X over and I'm mashing X right now, waiting to try and switch to Robin. And now I'm mashing B and he's not. Why is it A to jump? But only when you're using this. That's so dumb. I don't know what you want from me right now, game. I don't know what you want. Like, this might be a one-part series now, guys, because I don't want to deal with this shit anymore. This is just annoying me. It's like I'm playing a demo where I can't get past a certain part. Like, what is this shit? Go. There we go. I feel like this door is supposed to be open or something. That was all I needed to do? You're joking. What was that? That is pathetic. There was no indication. There was no... like, what? What are you on, bro? You're actually on crack. I love the spectacular Electro. But anyway, you're on crack, bro. What was that? All that frustration, all that rage, all that annoyance. And the answer was right there. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, I borrowed this game from my brother because he bought it for his DS, and I was like, oh, I really want to see what it's like. And I'm pretty sure it was that exact moment that I just passed that made me say, I'm never touching this again. Because I did play this, like, I keep saying I've never played it. I've never played the entire game. I briefly think I tried it out on my brother's DS when he showed me it, though. But I remember this level was the one that had me like, this is stupid and I never want to play it again. Okay. Pull the box down. I would love a Marvel Legends Spectacular Spider-Man line. That'd be so badass, actually. Go through here. Yeah, we gotta get Batman in here. Boom. I'll take it. Can you not get stuck in the wall, Robin? I didn't want to switch to Batman, but okay. Yeah, I feel like toys are so lame now. Like, it's one of the biggest things. Like, I have 2 kids, and I would just never. There's so many toys now that are so boring because every kid is glued to an iPad that toy companies don't feel the need to make good toys. And it's very frustrating because, like, I don't want to put an iPad in front of my kid. I don't want that. I wouldn't even want to get him, like, maybe a DS when he's like 10, like how I was 10 and I got my first DS. But I think plopping like, my sister was basically an iPad kid, and now like, I love my sister, but now it really ruined some of her development. Same with my brother. Wasn't an iPad kid. Evan, like he wasn't an iPad kid. He actually did play with toys quite a bit. Me and him would play with toys together. He had a good mix of things, you know. Like me, I was nothing but toys and occasionally like a kid's game, like one of these games. My sister was nothing but games and iPad, and my brother Evan was a good mix of both, and I'd say he turned out the best out of all of us. So, and I would rather have my son play with toys, but there's so many shitty toys and they're so expensive now. It's like, what, you know, I really don't know what I'm gonna get him for his next birthday. You know, I can get him an educational toy now because he's a year old, but I feel like by the time he's 3 or 4 years old, he's gonna want something more than an educational toy, and I literally won't know what the fuck to buy him. Okay, I'm gonna just start beating every character I see, because I feel like every time that I get stuck and then I kill somebody, suddenly it works. That works in real life too, by the way. If you ever feel stuck in life, you can just kill somebody and your life will be exciting again. That's a bad joke. I'm joking, guys, I promise. Okay, something's not right here. Hold on. There is something severely wrong right now. What am I supposed to be doing? There's something missing here, I swear. Wait, so if he can climb up this the whole time, why did I have to build a way for him to get up? It doesn't make any sense. I am once again confused as all hell as to what is going on. Was I supposed to have the demolition suit by now? Because I don't have it. Oh, okay. That was a lot simpler. I'm so used to the more like... I had that Peter Parker figure, actually, funny enough. Okay, you need to get out of my way. Okay, that's great, but that's not what I'm trying to do. Is there someone I need to beat up or something again?
That Doc Ock is Spider-Man's arch enemy. I also love how much he is sympathetic and while also being super evil and fun. There are so many iconic scenes in this movie, like the bank robbery or the train fight, and Sam Raimi even added elements of his Evil Dead movies, which felt crazy to watch as a kid, by the way. One part of the movie I really disliked as a kid is when Peter loses his powers. It's obviously a good storyline for the movie and adds to the drama, but my kid brain was not happy about it. I wanted Spidey and Doc Ock fighting for 2 hours straight. Anyway, Toy Biz also did the Spider-Man 2 line of figures, and they rolled out this line in a very similar way to the first movies. Though this time around, they went hard on specifically Spider-Man action figures. Series 1 and 2 Spider-Man figures, different accessories. Most of them were all very close.
There we go. I was like, what am I supposed to do here? Now I understand.
Doc Ock somehow got his first toy in Series 3 with the Tentacle Attack Action Doc Ock, which had a little level. Series 3, there was also
Alright, let's go beat up the Riddler.
Doc Ock accessory that makes it look like
Or
Ock is
Two-Face. I don't know. I don't care. Either way.
also spinning a pig spider.
I don't care. This level sucked. I'm not happy with this. This is an awful way to leave this game off. I'm gonna sit here for the next level. I'm gonna be like, the next time I play, I'm gonna be like, great, I have to play that game. Whereas I was like, I don't want to play this. It's a phone game. And then I played it. And I was like, this is fun. And then well, yeah. What am I? Oh, I see. There we go. I'm trying to pull the lever and it is just being mean. No, oh my god. Nope. There we go. This is definitely the worst level so far.
Aha! Okay, now where? Really not sure why only Batman can double jump. It doesn't really make sense. That's not the way it was in the game at all. I had that Sandman figure. I also had New Goblin and the Symbiote Spider-Man. So I had a lot of the Spider-Man 3 figures. Yeah, there's the New Goblin I had right there.
Had the new Goblin with the removable face mask as a kid, and I thought he was pretty cool. I like how his glider also works. Overall, he's looking pretty boring. He's all functionality. He doesn't have the style of his dad's costume. Finally, we have Venom toys.
So that was chapter 1.
That sculpt doesn't really match. It looks more
So tomorrow, or whatever the time I play this again, we'll do chapter 2, which is also... So instead of Riddler's Revenge, it's Bullion Dollar Riddle. That's not even how you spell that. But chapter 2 is the same, but chapter 3 is different, I think. That's funny.